Yo, what's up, guys? And Happy New Year's from your man, Nuclear Athlete, and welcome back to this week's video. So, as you all know, this week, or today, I should say, is the last day of the year 2020, and well, sports has been pretty awkward. And so, I'm going to first talk about some of the sporting events and sports news that happened early on in 2020. Then we'll get to some, you know, more relatable stuff that's happening, this week and last week. Of course, we can't talk about sports in 2020 without the passing of one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Kobe Bryant, one of the most inspirational ones of all time. We know he died very early on in 2020, and we wish the best on his family, as many people are still being affected by that passing. Then, of course, we had all the shutdowns and the bubbles, where we had to move the NBA to a bubble. The NHL had to go to a bubble. I believe baseball was able to have a shortened season. And then, of course, the NFL kicking off a few months ago. So, as we know, there have been so many protocols that players have had to follow. And then there are punishments that come with not following those protocols. And one of the players that has been caught twice now is now free agent Dwayne Haskins of the original Washington football teams, was drafted last year by the Washington Redskins at the time, now Washington football team. 15th overall pick, taken after Daniel Jones from Duke, who now plays for the Giants, was caught celebrating one of their victories at a strip club with no mask on, was fined by the NFL, was stripped of his captain title by Ron Rivera, and then ultimately released and is now a free agent. Now, there are a couple talks around the league on where he should go. The Panthers are one seeming like they have the most interest in him right now. There are a few others as well, but I want to talk about him with a potential fit with the Minnesota Vikings. It's a big controversy right now between Viking fans. Do we give Dwayne Haskins an opportunity to come sign with the Minnesota Vikings and be our backup quarterback? I have some people telling me, yeah, I think it's a good idea, and others saying no. Why in the world would we sign Dwayne Haskins? I'm split. For me personally, I would sign Dwayne Haskins to at least a 1 to 2 year deal, kind of prove it deal. We've been saying for a while that we need a young backup quarterback in case Kirk Cousins falls off more than he's already has, even though, in my opinion, he hasn't fallen off at all. But some people are saying that we need a better backup quarterback, me included. Right now, our current backup quarterback is Sean Mannion, fifth 5 year veteran, originally played for the Rams. Didn't do much or anything there, actually. Has never thrown a career touchdown pass in the NFL. Has 3 interceptions on his career stat line. That's terrible. But a lot of reason why people are saying we shouldn't sign Dwayne Haskins is immaturity, little production on the field in the year he's played, and just they don't think he'd be a good scheme fit with us. Well, I do value scheme fit with my NFL teams. You can't deny that Dwayne Haskins doesn't have raw talent. Set the all-time passing touchdown record at Ohio State University in his senior year. I believe it was his sophomore, junior year. I don't remember if he was a 4 year student there. Again, you guys can fact check me on that one. But he set that all-time record. He's got an undeniably good arm. He's got a lot to work on. And I think with Mike Zimmer as a head coach, he'll fix him, set him straight, and he could have a successful career. Now, we know that this week is week 17 in the NFL regular season. And let's talk about some of the games and some of the players that will and will not be playing. First game at 12 o'clock on Fox is the Falcons and Buccaneers. Expect both teams to run a lot of their starters. Tom Brady most likely will start, just because they are still not quite in the playoffs yet, but they're one game away, and so they need to beat the Falcons. Cowboys and Giants, everyone will be playing as they are both fighting for a playoff spot right now. If Cowboys do win this game and the Eagles lose, I do believe they will make, or no, if Cowboys win, they'll win the division. If the Eagles are able to beat the Washington football team, Giants can't win and make the playoffs any longer. Jets and Patriots again, everybody's playing, nothing there. Minnesota Vikings against the Detroit Lions. Dalvin Cook will not be playing due to the passing of his father yesterday at the age of 49. May he rest in peace, and may Dalvin Cook be able to spend quality time with his family over this loss. Lions, everyone will play. Both teams really don't need to play a lot of their starters. Season's over. Expect a lot of Mike Boone, Alexander Madison to be playing on Sunday for the Vikings, and expect pretty much everybody to play for the Lions. Steelers and Browns, everybody will most likely be playing there as it is a playoffs game. Same as the Browns. They do need to win this game to make playoffs. Ravens, Bengals. Everybody on the Ravens should be playing, as will the Bengals, just to get them reps. Bills and Dolphins, a really good AFC game. Bills need to win this game to sneak into the playoffs. Bills already have a playoff spot clinched. Dolphins are playing for pride and for playoff hopes. Seahawks, 49ers. I expect the Seahawks to whop the 49ers pretty well. Russell Wilson will go off against them, as will DK Metcalf. Rams and Cardinals. Rams need to win this game to clinch a playoffs, to make a playoff spot, and Cardinals also need to win to make the wild card. Jags and Colts. Jags can literally tank the rest of the season. Get that first. They're already guaranteed the first overall pick. So now they're just playing for pride. Titans, Texans. Titans will belly whop the Texans pretty badly, in fact. I don't even think they need to play a lot of their starters. Get them ready for playoffs. Raiders, Broncos, once again, just playing for pride. Raiders can't make the playoffs. Broncos won't make the playoffs. Chargers, Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes will not be playing, as won't Travis Kelce. They will both sit and get ready to go for postseason, as they will more than likely go on a 15-1 record. Packers and Bears. Everyone will be playing, as the Bears are one game away from a wild card spot. Packers already have the NFC North almost clinched. Actually, no, I believe they do have the NFC North clinched. I don't know if they've clinched the NFC. Saints and Panthers. Everybody's playing for the Saints. They do need to win this game. If the Bears somehow manage to beat the Packers and the Saints win, I think Green Bay will still get the number 1 overall spot because they beat the Saints. Then Sunday Night Football, the Washington football team and Eagles. Washington needs to secure this victory in order to be the representative for the NFC East. So that should be a pretty interesting game to watch. Speaking about football, talking quickly about Madden 21. I have never talked about Madden 21 on this channel before. Actually, yes, I have. I reviewed it. But I do want to talk about some updated ratings that just came out that I was aware of. Davante Adams just clinched the 99 overall club. And in my opinion, and this is not me being a biased Viking fan, I don't know if he really deserves to be 99 overall. He's good. I will give him that. He deserves to be a high 90, but I don't think he's one of the best receivers right in the game. I think there are ways for him to improve, as all guys are. In fact, I don't like the 99 overall rating at all, because there's always more for them to improve on. No one has perfect everything. And again, I'm not just saying that because I'm biased as a Viking fan. I actually like Davante Adams. I think he's slightly overrated, but I can't deny his raw talent. But I just don't think he was 99 overall yet. Now, if he was a 98, 97, yes. That's right around where most guys should be. Because no one's perfect. Because if that were the case, should the 99 overall rating go to like Stephon Diggs? Leads the NFL in reception yards, leads the league in receptions. I think that's more deserving of a 99 overall. But, again, I'm not a Madden rating adjuster, so we'll go with it. But, I don't know. I'm split on it. I think he's a great receiver. Don't get me wrong. Just don't think he's 99. Now, sure, there are a couple guys on Madden who very well could be a 99 overall. Patrick Mahomes, sure. Aaron Donald, absolutely. Travis Kelce, absolutely. I mean, those guys truly are game changers. But if that were the case, shouldn't Aaron Rodgers then be a 99 overall? Because without Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams isn't getting those stats. Without Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams doesn't have that. You can't be a good receiver without a good quarterback, in my opinion, especially in the NFL. Because there are plenty of good quarterbacks out there with good receivers that get them stats, and yet they're really underrated. I'm going to bring up Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has two of the best wide receivers in the game right now, in Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. But you don't see his stats rate. You don't see his Madden ratings being adjusted. You see the wide receivers. Because the quarterback's delivering the ball to the receivers. If you don't have a quarterback that can deliver the ball to the receiver, what's the point of being a receiver? And in the Packers' case, if you don't have another talented wide receiver next to Davante Adams, well, no wonder he's going to be a 99 overall and be your best receiver. Because you don't have anybody challenging for him for that spot. See, there's so much talk about with the Vikings, though, who should truly be the number one wide receiver on that team, Adam Thielen or Justin Jefferson. We give it to Adam Thielen because he's the veteran. But in raw talent, Justin Jefferson's beating Thielen by a mile. Justin Jefferson has a better release, has a better double move, and has a better catch in traffic than Thielen does. But we're still giving it to Thielen because of that veteran status, because he's been in the league for a while and knows what to do. If you look over at the Packers, Davante Adams is the only Pro Bowl wide receiver on that roster. Your next best receiver after Davante Adams, in my opinion, is Tavon Austin, who you just picked up a few weeks ago. Now, sure, Marquez Valdes-Scantling isn't bad. He's not. He's a decent receiver. But he doesn't have the skills to be a true wide receiver number 2 because he's not competing for a wide receiver 1 spot. The only way Marquez Valdes-Scantling is going to get that number 1 spot is if you got rid of Davante Adams. If you took him out of the equation, he would be your number 1 receiver, followed up by Allen Lazard and Tavon Austin. But right now, Tavon Austin is your second best receiver, and I can guarantee that that's solidified. Because Tavon Austin is a veteran who knows what to do and has proven throughout his career that he can play football. Marquez Valdes-Scantling is young, yes. Davante Adams is decently young. But you don't have a receiver to back up Davante Adams if he got hurt. As well as with the Vikings, you have Justin Jefferson, who's proven he can fill in at the wide receiver 1 spot and still make that offense work. Sorry to get so heated. You guys can debate me all you want. You can leave your opinions. This is just my opinion. Don't take it as fact. Okay. Moving on to the NBA. Opening weekend was last week, and there's a lot of weird things happening in basketball right now. The only undefeated team right now is the Orlando Magic. Yes, you heard me right. It's not the Lakers. It's definitely not the Warriors. It's not Brooklyn. It's not the Bucks. It's certainly not the Timberwolves. It's not the Heat. It's not the 76ers. It's the Orlando Magic. Now, yes, Orlando hasn't had the best schedule. In fact, let me pull it up. Orlando Magic plays the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. The Sixers are 3-1. But, let's take a look at their schedule. And I'll tell you who they played and how they were able to get the win. Okay. So, first game they played was against Miami Heat. Won 113-107 with Evan Fournier putting up 25 points, Nikola Vukovic putting up 11 rebounds, and Cole Anthony putting up 6 assists compared to the Heat at a home game. Very good. Next game, they had 2 games away against the Washington Wizards. 130 to 120. Terrence Ross putting up 25 points. Nikola Vucevic again putting up 17 rebounds. And Markelle Fultz, who just got an extension, a 3-year extension, put up 7 assists. Now, the Orlando Magic is a very good team. Don't get me wrong. They have, of course, Russell Westbrook, acquired in a trade for John Wall. They have Bradley Beal, Denny Avdija, and a couple other good pieces. Davis Bertans, I believe they still have. Thomas Bryant, I believe they still have, if I'm not mistaken. So they have a pretty decent team. But Terrence Ross, again, leading the team with 25 points. Nikola Vucevic putting up 17 rebounds. Markelle Fultz putting up 7 assists. That's pretty good. On the 27th, they also played once more. Markelle Fultz, 26 points. Nikola Vucevic, 8 rebounds. Nikola Vucevic, 4 assists, 120 to 113. And last 2 nights ago, they played against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nikola Vucevic putting up 28 points and 10 rebounds, and Markelle Fultz putting up 10 points, 118 to 107. So the Magic have played, in my opinion, a pretty easy lineup, or pretty easy schedule so far, with our toughest opponent being the Miami Heat. Wizards are, still up and developing with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal sharing that chemistry together, and the Thunder, we all know, are rebuilding right now. But they will play against a pretty tough Sixers team: Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Danny Green, Seth Curry, very good shooting team on that aspect. Minnesota Timberwolves are 2-2 right now, even though they deserve to be 2-2. Bucks, I believe, are. Let me check this real quick. The Milwaukee Bucks are 2-3 right now, and that's a tough pill to swallow. Miami Heat are 2-2. They played yesterday, with Miami getting the advantage. I don't know what's going on with the Bucks. I don't watch Bucks basketball. So you guys can let me know what's going on in the comments below. But I guess you guys don't have. I mean, you guys did just set a new NBA record for 3 shooting, so that's impressive. But yeah, it's 2-3. You got to fix that fast. Of course, Timberwolves are 2-2, and we've played trash the last 2 games against the LA teams. We played Milwaukee Lakers. I know what I'm talking about, guys. We played the Los Angeles Lakers. Lost badly there with Kyle Kuzma absolutely owning us. And then we played against the Los Angeles Clippers, where it was Lou Williams who owned us in that game. Of course, Karl-Anthony Towns is out with a broken wrist. So we're hoping that he's will be back to us soon. He actually re-injured the same wrist that he broke last year, which made him miss a lot of time. So we're hoping he'll be back real soon. Timberwolves definitely need him. They play, I believe, either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, let's hope they can improve. Power forward position for the Minnesota Timberwolves is absolutely garbage. Juancho Hernan-Gomez is not putting up the numbers he needs to. Either is Jake Layman. There is talk around the league that Minnesota could try and make a trade for PJ Tucker from the Houston Rockets. Now, here's my thing about PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker is decent. He's definitely not the same PJ Tucker he used to be. But he would be an upgrade for us at the power forward spot, and there's a lot of teams that could use an upgrade at the power forward spot. So let's hope that something good comes out of that. Anyway, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave it a like if you did enjoy it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video. Also, make sure you go check out my new Instagram for this page. It is at nuclear_athlete. I'll be posting updates on that channel for when videos are coming out. You don't want to miss when these updates are coming out, as I am trying to push out more and more content. I'm trying to shoot for at least 1 video a week. For me, that's pretty good. And I hope that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out and enjoying that I'm pushing it out as much as I can. Once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment down below on news I missed, on rumors going around the MLB, NHL, NBA, NFL, and I will definitely hit in my next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.